Yo, 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 yo. It feels good. Today's a good day. It's been a good week. Hopefully, y'all been having a good month, year so far. 2023 has been awesome. I'm not even gonna act like it ain't been. And I'm gonna tell you why it's been awesome. Because welcome to another lovely episode of It's Okay Not to Be Okay. You know who you're talking to. Well, now you know who you're talking to, but you know who you're listening to, for sure. Alright, so let's go back to why 2023 has been so great. 2023 has been so great to me because there are lessons that I've learned already in this year, in this amount of time, that had it been any earlier in my life, it would have took me a lot longer to realize. All right. I'm gonna break it down to y'all. I made a post on TikTok. Oh yeah, we on TikTok now. We on Twitter now. We lit. About to be on Instagram soon, but we lit, y'all. TikTok and Instagram. TikTok and Snap. No, my bad. TikTok. Yeah, TikTok and Twitter. We on TikTok and Twitter. I know. But anyway, back to what I'm saying. Learned a couple of quick lessons, and actually, sometimes in life you gotta relearn a couple of things. You know what I mean? I know this ain't sounding the right way, but I'm gonna get there. Everything ain't what it looked like. That's one. Everything ain't what it looked like. You need to know when not to tolerate something that doesn't sit right with you. Like if something don't sit right with you, you got the right to act however you want to act towards something that doesn't sit right with you. Like anything. And I need y'all to, when y'all go through y'all levels of elevation or whatever, I need y'all to check things earlier. Like, if something bothers you, address it early. Like, hey, I ain't feeling this. You know what I mean? And you know, you could explain it as maturely or as immaturely as you need to, but you got to get your point across, because when you don't get it off your chest and it sit there, the wrong people catch the strays. And you don't need the wrong people to catch the strays. You need the right people to catch what you got going on. You feel me? What I'm about to say. Oh, okay. Like I said again, looks can be very deceiving. It's couples on social media right now that look really nice, smiling in each other's face, all that. They look real good for the camera. Behind closed doors, they fucking each other up. There's a lot, it's a lot of bad women on Instagram, 200,000 followers, homeless, sleeping on somebody's floor. Everything ain't what it look like, man. Literal, man, look. All right. I'm a guy. I'll just say I'm in my 30s, right? So I'm in my 30s, right? I'm a guy, and unfortunately, I watch a lot of adult content, right? So I literally seen an adult content maker who you would think got money because they, shooting, they going through things like that, like real scenes, real setups, getting booked with angles and all that. Literally seen her get kicked out of somebody's house that she was sleeping on their floor. on that bare floor now. No carpet was in that house. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm not downing the person. Like, this ain't, you feel me? But this is just one of those let it be known moments. Like, it be girls that look real beautiful on the surface, and then you peel back them layers and you be like, I don't know about this. You know what I mean? And I don't mean looks wise. They can have everything together. You could see them and you'll think they got a lot to offer you. And when you get around them, you realize they got a lot of inconvenience to offer you. Same thing goes for vice versa. It's a lot of homosexual males out there. Like, dudes that just want to be with somebody that has somewhere to sleep at. Like, and look, and when you first meet them, they present themselves as something they not. I'm talking Gucci belts. Gucci belt, their whole outfit be designer. What you don't know is that they went broke trying to look like that, and then they only got 2 pair of designer belts, and 2 pair of designer pants and 2 designer shirts, and then they found a way to finesse it another way. There are people out here who will disguise themselves as real individuals. Oh, I'm a real one. I'm a real one. They don't know I'm a real one. Ain't nothing real about them. They got real issues. They need real mental health help. Like, let's get into it. The optics, Mo. The optics of life is what people get caught up on the wrong way. Perception is not reality. There's a ton of people. Look, basically, as a black man, in my culture, and I'm sorry, shout out to all my international listeners. India, what's happening? I know y'all listen to me more than America listen to me, so shout out to y'all. Germany, what's happening? I know y'all listen to me a lot. Switzerland, I know y'all listen to me a lot. Like, I'm appreciative to everybody internationally. Y'all hold y'all near deep in my heart. Y'all the reason why I keep this going. But shout out to all my people in the U.S. too. Cali, West Coast, what's up? Washington, what's up? You know, everywhere else that support me, what up? I think I get some support in Georgia. I ain't get to see my local demographic. I just know my international demographic. I know it sounds weird, but I don't know my national one. I know my international one. It sounds weird, but whatever. We get into that later. But as a black man, growing up in the cultures we grew up in, your sneakers gotta be $300 or better, $250 or better, $250 or better. Your jeans gotta be a certain amount of money, you know, $600 jeans, $500 shoes, $700 belt, $600 shirt, $500 shades, jewelry. You got to look the part. They want you to look the part. But in other cultures, they don't encourage people to look the part. Other cultures will wear shoes from department stores. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, department store shoes, department store wardrobe. They don't get judged by their counterparts. But in the black community, the African American, quote unquote, because we ain't gonna get into that African American subject, but within the melanated community, it's always about what the appearance of something is, what it looked like. It got to be a little flashy. It got to be a little edgy. Ridiculous gold rope chains. What people don't understand is you become slaves to that mindset. So everything got to look a certain way. Everything's a competition. Everything's a fashion show, a photo shoot. You got to be on all the time. You got to be perfect looking all the time. And that's baloney. It's garbage. Real swag is not on you. It's in you. What people really get attracted to should be what's in you and not on you. You should never let a label define you in no capacity. I used to get in my field. Okay, let's bring this back. I bring this back. When I was in high school, I was in love with one brand. One brand. I was in love with the brand. I don't even know why I was so infatuated with the brand, but I was in love with the one brand. I guess I could blame my brothers. Who knows? But I was infatuated with this brand. And so that's all I wore during high school. I tried to make sure I racked up on this one particular brand in high school. So people would be like, "Oh, you keep that on, Slim. You keep that on." And I'd be like, "Yeah, I do." What used to tick me off is that I'm paying $40 a shirt, $50 a shirt, $70 for the jeans. Now this is back in the day when before inflation. I'm taking it back about 20 years. So $40 for a shirt was a lot. $75 for some jeans was a little bit of a lot now. Come on now. Now, that was like mid-range. That was mid-range. High-end jeans might have been like $400 then. So mid-range, $75. Now you could get the same damage done in some Old Navies. But nah, we ain't gonna go there today. Anyway, I used to get so caught up on this brand, and then I started noticing my clothes disappearing. And one day I saw my shirt on somebody that I don't even live with. And it made me realize, like, why am I wasting $40 on a shirt that eventually somebody else is going to get? So I changed that up. You feel me? Every time I've established a suitable shoe collection, something weird has happened. And I've lost all the shoes. Meanwhile, I wouldn't even be wearing them shoes every day. So that means I lost a good pair of shoes that I really liked or really cherished or what have you in abundance, like more than once, more than twice. I've had to reset my wardrobe like more than 5 times, more than 7 times in my life. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you should be able to hold on to some of your stuff. But knowing that none of this stuff is permanent and all of these things are temporary, we should not get carried away on the optics. They want us to be slaves to how things look so bad. I get it. Yeah, all I care about these days is if there's a booger in my nose, is there something on my face, my level of ashiness. I don't care about me even being ashy. I just need the level of ashiness to be okay. Like, I can't be too ashy. I can be a little ashy knuckles, you know what I'm saying? But I can't be too ashy. And I care about how well I smell for the most part. That all those things are important. That's way more important than the look. I could look like I'm going through something. That's life. You feel me? But I just need y'all to know, like, not to get caught up in what the optics of things are, because the optics aren't always fact. Let me give y'all a perfect example. To all of my younger listeners, y'all can relate. But I'll even do an older example. So for my younger listeners, you got NBA Youngboy and you got Lil Baby, right? If you if you look at it from one way, you would think Lil Baby makes more money than NBA Youngboy. You would think he's selling more records. You would think he's making more of an impact just from visual. So to the world, Lil Baby's the top dog. NBA Youngboy's one of them, but he ain't the top dog. To the world now. To the world that isn't in the know. Honestly, I just look. NBA Young, but that's just how it looks though. That's why I say looks could be deceiving. In reality, do your Googles. NBA Youngboy has sold more records than Eminem. He's outsold Eminem. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? NBA Youngboy has sold more records than Eminem. He has outsold Eminem. Y'all need to put that in y'all brain. He has outsold Eminem, y'all. Lil Baby ain't sold nowhere near Eminem. But to the world, that, because we live on cameras these days, everything's about the look. So to the look, to the optic, everybody's like, oh, they think Lil Baby's the bigger artist. No, Lil Baby gets more looks. He gets more views. Well, no, he gets more marketing. That's what it is. He's marketed in a way as to where he's making more, or you would think he's making more, but you got NBA Youngboy who has outsold Lil Wayne and Eminem. So everything ain't what it looked like. Another example. Bring it to the older heads. Once upon a time, Kanye West and 50 Cent released the album on the same day. They released albums on the same exact day. They built up a brilliant marketing scheme, like a Kanye versus 50 Cent. Who's going to win? Who's going to sell more records? That looked like they were in a competition, right? It had the look like, it almost had like a boxing match type of feel to it. Like how they hyped up them Floyd Mayweather fights, how they hyped up this Gervonta Davis fight that just went on. Like it had that kind of feel to it. But in reality, those two heads came together to drive the record sales. They weren't competing against each other at all. It was a marketing strategy to get attention to two artists that weren't getting the same attention that they were getting 5 years prior or 3 years prior or whatever the number was. We gotta understand everything ain't what it looked like, y'all. Really. We gotta get over that. Like, people get so caught up in how things look that they're not taking time to do the work, or they're not taking time to focus on the value of the work that they putting out because they too focused on the look. Stop being so focused on the look. That's my only advice I got for y'all today. I got another one, but I ain't gonna go there because then it's gonna be one of those, dang, he's back to taking things personally or taking personal shots. So I ain't gonna give y'all no more of that right now. All I'm gonna say is, I don't care how anything looks. I need to know what it is. And I hope y'all get to that point too. It's a lot of people out here look like they got it all together and they don't, man. And unfortunately, we'll find that out the hard way. I've been let down by some of my heroes. I've been let down by some of my peers. I've been let down by some people I held close because a lot of them be too carried away in how things look. I don't care about how nothing look no more. I need to know what it is. I don't want to look happy. I want to be happy. I don't want to look like everything's all right. I want everything to be all right. I don't want to look like I'm winning. I don't want to look like I'm up by 30, up by 40, up by 50. I need to be up by 50. I need to be running the score up. I know I got passionate, but y'all got to understand that in life, people are going to play with you and then blame you for them playing with you. Don't get carried away in the optics, because looks can be very, very, very deceiving. I told y'all I was going to get more structured. I got tired of telling y'all I was going to get more structured. So when I give y'all these episodes now, I'm going to make sure I got it on my mind, make sure I keep it on my mind. I want to transition into news. I'm not supposed to pick on people with mental health, but I am going to pick on this individual because I don't believe it's entirely mental health. I believe people get carried away with who they think they are, and they just don't believe in consequences. I'm talking about Designer. If you know who Designer is, he came out with a song called Panda. Kanye West grabbed the song, remixed it, if I'm not mistaken, and he, that's how he made his claim to fame. One hit wonder. He could say he ain't a one hit wonder. He's a one hit wonder. We only know Panda. Timmy Turner was not a real song. So he gets arrested for indecent exposure on a plane. Apparently he wants to take out his willy whacker and play with it in front of people. I guess being overly horny is a sign of mental illness. Possibly. But you gotta know some kind of level of control. I believe he believed, look, I'm wrong, this could be my opinion though. I believe he believed his celebrity status will make it as though it's not such a bad thing for him to be doing things in that nature. But my rebuttal to that is, there's a level of respect you got to have for everyone, regardless of where you are in life, regardless of how up or down you are on that totem pole. You guys got to realize that the same people you see on the way up is the people you're going to see on the way down. And in a lot of these situations y'all be in, they will finish how they start. Like, I'm under the belief that maybe he just wasn't, he could have been under the influence. It could have been a lot of factors, but you know when you whipping your dick out. Pardon my language. But you know when you pulling it out. Like, so to cry mental health now after you done did that. Oh yeah, I'm making fun of his ass. You know he was he was on there like, I ain't get no booty when I was in overseas. I'm bricked up. Yeah, I'm making fun of him. You know why I'm making fun of him? Because play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And when people say, and it goes right back to the everything and what it seems argument. You could say it's mental health, but I won't say it's mental health. I'm gonna say you was overly horny and you thought you could get away with something because of your celebrity status. But don't nobody want to see your dick, Slim. If you ain't get asked for your dick to be seen, your dick don't need to be seen. That's a whole nother, a whole nother situation. Boom, 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 right? Unsolicited dick pics. Men, fellas, this is a men's podcast. Let me give y'all some quick game before I get out of here. Unless she asks you to see that thing, or she asks for a picture of that thing, I don't care how beautiful you think your dick is. Don't send it. You fucking it up for the rest of us. You fucking it up for the decent human beings that ain't gonna send no dick pics. Don't send a dick pic. If you want to be cool, what you do is you could be slightly suggestive, but don't whip your whole dick out and I'm working with this shawty. They gonna laugh at you. Women don't want to see dick until it's time to get dick. It ain't like us. We always want to see some vagina. We always want to see some, you know what I'm saying? We always want to see some vagina. But men always want to see vagina and titties. We always want to see it. I'm sorry. Unless you're the most holiest person on earth, unless you are walking with God and all of the gods and Jesus and look, unless you are, I'm sorry. Look, some of us don't believe in Jesus, and I get it. Some of us don't believe in God. But unless you are very spiritual and you are very religious, you probably want to see some titties. Even if you don't want no titties, even if you don't want no vagina, even if you don't want no booty, you want to see it because you're a man. Men be wanting to see that stuff until we get older. We get older, we won't pay attention. As a youngin', all we want to do is look at booty. But women aren't the same way. And if they do want to see it all the time, they'll let you know. Y'all got to be more mindful and not just be out here with your dick out. Because it don't get the same results as if some pussy out. Alright? Like, y'all, men, y'all got to take that into account. Don't send them unannounced. Let her work up to wanting to see that thing, and then that's when you whip that thing out on her. Like, yeah, here you go, babe. Mm-hmm, for sure. I'm just saying. Pardon how animated I was this episode, but to let y'all know everything and what it seems. You know what I'm saying? That, you think that girl got long, beautiful hair? Pfft, she got a shape up under that wig, Slim. Or she got the Meek Mill braids under that wig, Slim. Or she got the doo-doo dreads under that shit, Slim. Like, you think she the most beautiful woman in the world, but you gotta make sure you see her without makeup on too, before you make your judgment. I'm not trying to be funny, but just know what you're getting into. The optics be real. There are girls that look like totally different people under their makeup. Because looks, people get carried away in the look. I ain't telling the girl don't wear makeup. I'm just telling y'all, be more mindful of what y'all, like, what the appearances and stuff be. Like, don't be caught up in appearances. Don't be caught up in wanting to be seen. You shouldn't be caught up in wanting to be seen until you are actually getting paid to be seen. Now, if they paying you to be seen, sure. You can disregard a lot of what I said. Get flashy on them if they paying you. But if they not paying you and you just want to be seen, don't draw unnecessary attention to yourself. That's my take. Shout out to all the people that keep me upright, even on my lowest days. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all the best. Even if I don't talk to y'all but once a year. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all the best. To all the people that keep me upright. I don't know who listens to this podcast, but I'm on TikTok now. So if you're on TikTok, send me a message. I will be sure to engage. I could use some questions, some topics, and all that. That'll be love. If you're on Twitter, look for me. It's okay not to be okay. I'm there. It might be like in initial form, but I'm there. It's okay not to be okay. The podcast. I'm gonna end it on that note, and I do want to thank y'all for listening. We almost at 8,000 downloads, y'all. When we get to 10,000 downloads, I'm playing my album. It's an old album, but I'm playing it. We get to 10,000 downloads, and we're gonna have a whole podcast of just my songs. Once we get to 10,000 downloads, so, and when we get to that episode, I'll warn y'all, like, hey, if you don't want to listen to this one, you ain't gotta listen to this one, because this the one that way I'm just playing my music. You know, every once in a while I get celebratory, man. I be like, hey, man, we gonna jam out on this one, man. We gonna rock out on this one. We ain't got time for that. So, just had to let y'all know. Again, I hope y'all have a wonderful, pleasant, beautiful, enjoyable, fruitful, substantial, bountiful week. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna drop another one, but I'm gonna drop another one, because I mean, hey, things be on my mind and I gotta get it at when I can get it at. You know what I'm talking about? And thank y'all for listening. This has been another lovely episode of It's Okay Not to Be Okay. Okay. Don't sue me, Drake.